Hi there, very good day to you. So the next topic is about the advantages and disadvantages of reflective practice. So we know what reflective practice is about, and we talked about many theories, how you could use those theories or those tools to reflect on yourself so that you can get better. Okay, so that is about the reflection. Now, this reflection has lots of advantages that we have seen in the previous lecture. Anyway, we'll recall those and we'll have a look at it. And then that has its disadvantages as well. But when you compare the advantages and disadvantages, your advantages are greater than the disadvantages, according to my experience. So you have to definitely reflect. Anyway, we'll have a look at what is the advantage. Uh, the first advantage is about it enhances self-awareness and personal growth. Okay, so it will, if you reflect, you can understand your level. You can understand your level. Okay, where you are now. Right? When you deliver a speech, when you make some assignment, when you develop some video clips, when you teach some message in a class, if you reflect on what you have done, if you revise, if you recall, okay, if you assess what happened, okay, that is about the reflection. If you study what you have done, that will make an awareness about you, that will tell you where you are. Okay, so you get to know clearly your level, where you are, and based on that, you may do certain growth over your personality so that you personally grow. If you know my level is low, what you do, you can do something about it. This is what the personal growth is about. Okay, and this will definitely improve your learning from your experience, right? So you have delivered a speech, you have delivered a lecture, you have used some LMS, you have used your teaching or learning platform, and you have experienced on it. When you have experience on this, if you reflect it, you will definitely learn to do your work again in a better way. Okay. This reflection supports better decision making and problem solving. You have lots of decisions to make when you do your educational practices. Okay, so if you reflect on what you have learned, you will make a better decision this time. This is not limited to education, as we say all the times. Any reflection you do, you will make better decision. Okay, let's say if you have gone on a trip with some friends, you have experienced a trip with those guys. Now, based on if you reflect on what happened, what did they do, what didn't they do, what went wrong, what went right, did we enjoy or did we have a boring trip, and so on. When you learn all of this, when you reflect on all of this, when they offer a trip again, you will make an informed decision because you know what happened. You can reflect on what happened and you can make a better decision. Okay. If you have a problem as well, when you have problems, you will apply what you have learned and then you would solve that one better this time. Okay. So this is about the problem solving. This is an advantage of reflection. Okay, this reflection will encourage your critical thinking. Okay, the thinking pattern of you will be improved to think better this time because you have learned already and you have learned already. You are using your experience, you are reflecting on what it is, and you are getting better thinking this time. Okay, and this builds confidence over time. Definitely, if you do lectures, if you apply technology, if you do anything, and if you experience things, and if you reflect on that one, get better and better, get even more better. When you get better this way, you develop you develop confidence over time. You don't have any problem with it because you have done that multiple times. You might have seen public speakers. If I ask you to do one public speech, you may be reluctant to do it. You may back off. You would say, "No, I don't know. I haven't done that before, and I'm scared of this fear of rejection. I can't go. I have a stage." You would say many things. Okay, but there are people they have already done many speeches in the past, and if you suddenly tell them that you have 5 minutes of speech now, can you please make it within 5 minutes, they get ready with the message and they come and just simply deliver it with confidence because they have already done, they have the concrete experience and they have reflected that many times. So this time it is not a problem. Right. So this is what the advantage. The disadvantages are this: it is time consuming. Definitely learning takes time. Definitely improvement takes time. Definitely reflection consume you. Okay, so it's taking time. But is it an investment or a cost? For me, it is an investment. Okay. If you want to deliver one public speech, 30 minutes of speech, do you know how long you have to prepare yourself? It's about 30 hours. Every single minute you deliver, you have to prepare yourself for an hour. Okay, this is the strategy of the former British Prime Minister Churchill. Right, he was the one. He that is his strategy. If he's asked to make a presentation for half an hour, he needs 30 hours of preparation. Based on what he has done, he reflect on it and he make the message very clear this time. So each minute of delivery needs an hour of preparation. So it is time consuming, but it is worth it. It is worth it. Okay, so that is number one. Number two, risk of overthinking and indecisions. Now, what is this about? If you think too much, you can't make decisions. It takes time. Okay? It takes confusion. If you know 25 things, 25 choices, making a choice is difficult. If you have one or two choices, it's easy to make a choice. This is what it means. But the more the choice, the more you know, the more you think, the better the decision is. Sometimes you have lots of options, you still make the wrong option for you. That is because you are lacking experience on it. Okay. So these are the main disadvantages. One more we discuss here. It may require training and offers. Okay. You need personnel to work with, to reflect on, because you have seen, or you might have seen some people, they make terrible mistakes. Okay? They make terrible messages. They speak very terribly. You may see them, but when you speak to them, when you say you are doing something wrong, they never accept it because they think they're always right. Okay, so so there's nothing wrong with it for them. Okay, so this is where we need a trainer. We need some consultant. We need some mentor. We need some coach. They tell you this is not right. This is not wrong. This has to be done this way. This shouldn't be done that way. So we need some people. It is costly. Working with someone is not easy either. So this may be a disadvantage. So I think based on the comparison of advantages and disadvantages, you have more advantages on it. And I would recommend you ignore these disadvantages, look into the ignore these disadvantages, look into the advantages and reflect on yourself. Anything what you do, if you're in a university recruiting students, the way you convince a student today, the way you convince a student tomorrow, it should be different. Okay, so reflect on the way you talk to someone today to recruit in your university and get better dialogue next time. An example, if you introduce yourself in your CV, again, you send your CV. If you don't get any jobs for it, what you do, you have to reflect. Okay, then you correct yourself. Okay, and then you send the CV again. You may get called for an interview. Right, it is about the packaging problem. Most of us, we don't know how to package ourselves when we are looking for some deals, to look for some jobs. This is where you lose it. You may say, I have an MBA, I have this qualification, I have this experience, and so on. But what if you don't deliver that message? If you don't package it and give it to the market in a way, in a presentable way, you don't get it. So what you do, you have already sent CVs, take it out, have a reflection on it, and send that again in a different way with different look. You get a chance. Okay, it takes time. Making a CV is not about 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes of work. You may have to do loads of studies. One word that you do will make a difference in your selection. Instead of saying, I have 10 years of experience, if you say 1 decade of experience, it is more powerful. If you have 11 years of experience, instead of saying 11 years of experience, if you say, I have more than a decade of experience, that is more powerful. These are the words, these are the reviews that you could do when you reflect. So to reflect your CV, what you do, you got to go and study. But this is what I did. And what should I do to improve this? It takes time. You may consult some CV writers here. You may consult some public speaking coaches here. We don't know. Whatever you do, you always have an option to get someone, get something, get some AI, get some technology to help you to improve yourself. Okay. And spending your time, investing your time, spending your money. No, it is investing your money. Okay. Investing your emotion. It is not about spending your emotions. These are all advantages, no disadvantage. Okay. So we need to look into the advantages of it so that we can reflect and we can get better. I hope you have got the message, and I see you later. Thank you very much.